Do you have hope? Hi, how you doing? My name's Tim Robertson, and welcome again along this journey we're calling Good Grief. You know, the grief we're going through is not good, but the God we serve sure is. In our last episode, we talked about daring to have hope. The Bible declares, it says, "Yet I dare to hope when I remember this. The faithful love of the Lord never ends." See, God is faithful. He said He's always there. He's ever-present help in times of trouble. He'll never leave you nor forsake you. As a matter of fact, He's so intimate during this time, He keeps your tears in His bottle. Don't believe me? Psalms 56:8. "You have kept record of my days of sorrowing, and you have stored my tears in your bottle and counted each of them." It says that He stored your tears in a bottle. That means He's remembering every time you cried. He's remembering what you're going through. See, we have a high priest that knows how you feel. For we do not have a high priest who cannot sympathize with our weaknesses, but was in all points tempted as we are, yet without sin. Let us therefore come boldly to the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in time of need. What that term grace means, it means divine empowerment. And in this time, you're going to need some divine empowerment. See, we have a God that can sympathize. We have a God that has Himself experienced death. How do you say that? He experienced it through His Son. He knows what it's like to lose a son. Isaiah 53 was prophesying about that moment on the cross, and let's look what happens. "He is despised and rejected by men, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief." See, God has been acquainted with grief. He understands what you're going through. Let's keep reading. "And we hid, as it was, our face from Him, and He was despised, and we did not esteem Him. Surely He has borne our griefs and carried our sorrows." You see, when Jesus went to the cross, He bore our grief and our sorrow. And I heard a minister say one time that what Jesus bore, we shouldn't bear. Why? Because we have a faithful God. We have a God who's called the Helper, Healer, Counselor, and Physician. During this time of grief, you're going to need someone like that. Someone who can comfort you. Psalms 147:3 says, "He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds." See, He takes your broken heart and starts to put it together and bind your wounds. Psalms 34 says this, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted. He rescues those whose spirits are crushed." It says He rescues those whose spirits are crushed. You know what you're going through. But God is a merciful God. In their book, When Loss Comes Close to Home, Jill and Charlie LeBlanc wrote this, and I think these are the most powerful words. "He knew I was hurting. He knew I was broken. He knew my faith in Him was shattered. He knew I felt betrayed. And He did not scold me or try to teach me not to doubt Him or correct me. He just loved me. He just loved me." That's the God we serve. And I hope you understand that in this time, you're going to have to reach out to Him. But He's here to heal the brokenhearted. And until next time, we hope you stay blessed and live free.